Okay, cool. Yeah, so I'm Callum. I'm CEO and co-founder of Safepoint. And it's pretty much a year to the day that I was last on stage here, and I was pitching my 1-minute pitch, much like a lot of you are going to be doing shortly, and it was alongside about 40 other people, which would soon be whittled down to just 12 teams. Little did I know, though, that this kind of roughly hashed together idea would soon become the project that 6 people were working on for what's been a full year now. But to fly through Sync the City quite quickly last year, here we are at the end. We created this great product, and it was a lone worker safety system. It was a web platform and a mobile app, and we'd called it Lone Safe. And we powered on through Sync the City, and we didn't stop there. We carried on going after Sync. We got together for the next few weekends, and after a few months, I think it was 2 months after in January, we actually completely rebranded to Safepoint, which I think looks considerably better than Lone Safe. But where are we now? What's this year kind of brought for us? Well, it's been an absolute rollercoaster year. It's been working non-stop, evenings and weekends on the product. And we're at a point now where, for the past couple of months, we've actually had the product in use in the field by testers, which has been really quite exciting for us. And we've actually just moved into our early access stage. So we've got a nice fancy new website as there. And I think our designer's sitting at the back, so he'd love it if you go and have a look at that, because he's spent the past few months working hard on that. And we're actually onboarding some pretty exciting companies as we speak. So it's quite a manic time for us at the moment. But it has been an absolutely incredible year. Probably the busiest year of my life so far. But by far the most enjoyable, and we really do owe all of that to Sync the City. So, I know Fiona's already asked this, but just so I can see from up here, who is here for their first ever Sync the City? Nearly everyone. Awesome. Yeah, because last year it was my very first Sync the City, and I know it was a lot of the Safepoint team's first ever Sync the City. And we kind of knew the gist of what was going on, but we didn't really know the ins and outs. So what I'm going to do here today is just give you 5 bits of advice that I think I'd like to have received going into Sync the City last year. So absolutely put your heart and soul into it. The more you put into Sync the City, the more you're going to get out of it. So throw everything you have into it, and I can guarantee that you're going to have an absolutely amazing time. This one's quite important. Your minimum viable product. So really scope out what you want to make, because 54 hours is going to fly by really quickly, and you've got to demo this on Saturday. And when we came in, we were like, all right, we're going to build an iOS app, we're going to build an Android app, well, we've got to build a website, and then we've got to build a server. And before we know it, we've scoped out what has ended up being a year's worth of work. So zero in on exactly what you want to demo and make sure you're going to actually be able to get that done, because that demo is quite scary if you're in there doing it. Mentors and workshops. So I can see Tom down there. He was our mentor last year, and the mentors really are well, Tom was absolutely instrumental in our success last year. He guided us through everything. He'd been there and done that and knew what was going on. So really do listen to your mentors and take on board all of the advice that they give you, because it really, really, really does help you and push you towards being successful. And I mean, last year, me and Ryan, who was pitching with me, we took quite a mediocre pitch to a pitch workshop with Hayley Johnson, and she helped us just in 10 minutes transform this kind of average pitch into something that had a lot of punch and really said exactly what we wanted to say in quite a short amount of time. And I mean, when you're on stage doing it, it definitely helped us that it made more sense to people watching. Quite an important one, enjoy it. It's going to be insane, it's going to be chaotic, it's going to be quite stressful, but make sure you just take that 30 seconds every now and then, just think, this is actually amazing. I remember last year, every time we went over and got a coffee from the coffee table, you run into like 3 or 4 people from different teams, and you just kind of pour your heart out about how amazing the thing you're working on is. So just take those 30 seconds and just remember how much fun you're having. And the last one of my 5 pieces of advice is probably the most important, and that it's not just 54 hours. So Sync the City, by the end of this, you're going to have a great team, you're going to have a great product, and you're going to have a great pitch. But don't let that be the end of it. Really power on through and use that momentum to go away and start a proper running business. Because Sync the City really is only just the beginning. So that is all of the 5 pieces of advice I have for you today. I've got a video that I'm going to show, which has got some of the rest of the Safepoint team, giving you a bit more of advice. And otherwise, have fun and good luck.
Hi, my name is Nick and I'm the Head of Business Development at Safepoint. We won the competition last year, and if I were to give you one piece of advice, it would be get out of your comfort zone. You might be an excellent public speaker or a numbers person or maybe an organizer, but you just won't know until you try. So good luck.
Hi, my name is Matt and I'm the Head of Design at Safepoint. I took part in Sync the City 2017 and had an amazing experience that I would recommend to anyone. My advice is to find a project that you're passionate about with a team that shares that passion, because you just don't know where this could go or how long you'll be working on this. Best of luck and have fun.
Hi, I'm David and I'm the CTO at Safepoint. Sync the City last year was my first experience of a startup or hackathon event, and I didn't really know what to expect or what I was going to get out of it. But Sync actually taught me quite a lot, and not just about coding or the areas that I already had some experience in, but things like business development, pitching and branding. These were areas of business I had no knowledge of beforehand. But most importantly, Sync the City taught me just what can be accomplished in only 54 hours if you set your mind to it. Good luck.
Hi, I'm Ryan and I'm a developer at Safepoint. Going into Sync the City, I didn't really know what to expect. It wasn't just my first hackathon, it was actually my first ever development meetup. And I remember sitting there at the beginning thinking, maybe I've made a mistake here, maybe I'm not as good a developer as I think I am. But that was kind of the last opportunity that I had for doubt, because going into the next morning, it was madness. There was the constant design iterations, there was the practicing of pitch, there was the meetings, there was the laughter, there was the stress. It's all a massive blur, but what I do remember is it was an absolute blast. And Sync the City planted a seed for us, because going forward a year later, we still get together every couple of weeks and do those same hacks. And now we've got a product that we're really proud of, and also just a really tight-knit group of friends.
Give it up for Safepoint. Give it up for Safepoint.